So I'm going to do the lemon cupcakes with the raspberry puree. These are like the ones I'm most excited for because they look really good, but I'm super nervous for them because the raspberry puree part seems kind of complicated. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to screw that up at least once. So I'm going to start with the puree because it needs to be completely cold before I can put it on anything. So I'm going to take a cup and a quarter of raspberries along with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and I'm going to put them in a saucepan and bring them to a simmery, jammy kind of texture. Okay, I've added a cup and a quarter of raspberries to the pot here. I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. 1, 2. Fantastic. I hope this works really well. Not sure if it is. And I'm going to put this on the stove. Okay, so we've let the raspberry puree. It's kind of pureed. It's really thick. It's a little warm still. So we're going to keep it going. It has to be completely ice cold before we can do anything else with it. So while this is cooling off, I'm going to start the batter for the lemon cupcakes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1.5 cups of cake flour plus 2 additional tablespoons of the cake flour and add them to one bowl. So there we go. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to add 1.25 tablespoons of baking powder, 1.25 teaspoons of baking powder. So that's 1. And that's 1/4. Alright, and then I'm going to add about 1/4 thing of salt. And because I'm so worried about this recipe, I'm actually going to measure out the salt, but normally I don't, I just wing it. Alright, so that is 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay? I'm going to mix these up. Alright, and we're going to set this aside. My cupboard space is all gone, and I have nowhere to set this aside to. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to take in a large measuring cup. We're going to combine 2 large eggs, 1/2 cup of milk, and 1/2 cup of sour cream. Okay, so we're going to crack 2 eggs. One cracked. Two. And then we're going to add 1/2 cup of milk. Alright. And 1/2 cup of sour cream. Alright, and then we're going to add this in. Alright, and we're going to mix this all together. We're going to see if we can use it a little bit bigger. Alright, this looks well combined to me. You can like run it through, you're not picking up any lumps. Looks pretty good. Okay, next we have to take in a small bowl. We have to combine sugar and the lemon zest from 1 lemon, which equals out to about 3 teaspoons. Alright, so the lemon is all nice and zested. We're just going to put all of the zest into it. So that's what we got, which is about 3 teaspoons. And then we're going to add in a cup of sugar. And we're going to mix this up to get it so it's all mixed and so you can really smell that lemon. So when you're doing it, make sure you like push your fork around to get all of the lemon zest broken up. Now it's kind of all got like this nice yellow tinge to it, which means I think it's just about done. I'm just going to keep mixing it just to make sure. And it actually gets a little bit moist. Alright, that looks to be about as mixed as I can get it. Oh my gosh, does that ever smell really good. I love lemon. It's like one of my favorite flavors. Alright, and now I'm going to take a half a cup of butter and I'm going to melt it. So okay, so I'm going to take a half a cup of melted butter. And then I'm going to add this to our lemon sugar mixture. Until it is well combined, so they say about 2 minutes. that looks pretty well combined to me. So then I'm going to take this and I'm going to add in 1.5 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lemon juice. So there's one. And a half. Alright, and I'm supposed to beat this for another minute on medium speed. Alright, now I'm going to slowly add in the flour mixture. And I'm going to beat it until it's just combined. If I overbeat it, it can cause some problems. So this is the part that I'm actually really nervous about because I feel like this is the one I'm most likely to screw up. It says to add it slowly, so I'm just going to add it like a spoonful at a time. Just so that way I don't have to worry too much about screwing it up too much. Okay. Alright, and then from this I'm going to add in the sour cream, this mixture, the liquid mixture, and I'm going to beat until just combined. I don't know why I keep saying that. This doesn't turn out badly. Okay, so now all I have to do is add this to my just have to add this to my pans, and then I'm going to bake it for about 17 minutes, and then we're going to put the frosting on it. Do is create the raspberry puree, so I'm taking a cup of softened butter. So I'm just going to take this, and it's like super soft, like it has to be as soft as possible, but not melted. So it's been sitting out almost all day to make it as soft as I could possibly figure out how to make it. I'm going to add that to the bowl. Alright, there we go. 1 cup of very soft, unsalted butter. Okay, and then we're going to add to this. No, we're not going to add anything to this. We're going to beat this until it is completely smooth. This is about as smooth as I could possibly get it. And then I'm going to add the raspberry puree into this. and that was a quarter cup of the raspberry puree that I made earlier. Alright, so that doesn't look too bad. And then I'm supposed to add sifted confectioner's sugar, 1 cup at a time. Okay, so all of the confectioner's sugar have been added, so we're going to add in a tablespoon of cream and some salt. And we're going to mix this up. And I'm going to try this. That's really sweet, but I think it's supposed to be. I'm going to add another tablespoon of cream just to get a little bit not as thick. And then I'm going to mix it for 2 minutes. So I'm setting an alarm for that because it has to be exactly 2 minutes. So, not 1 hour. Okay, so this came like super fluffy. Very sweet. That extra tablespoon of cream really made a difference. Okay, this is now done. It means all of my stuff's actually done besides the fact that I ice the cupcakes now.